This morning we took the orange line from the main visitor center to South Kaibab trailhead. We read this was one of the more doable day hikes with some spectacular views from down inside the canyon. And right now we're above the trail, looking down at this switchback path that goes all the way down, and it looks like a doozy.
Yeah, 7 miles to the bottom. Let's do it. We'll see how long we last.
How long we last. So we're gonna head out over there, loop back around, and then there's the gnarly switchbacks all the way down. Wish us luck. Here's a better angle of what we're doing. Long way down. All right, we've made it down. I think the large chunk of the switchbacks. Probably a couple more to come before we really get down there.
I was gonna say, don't speak too soon. We really don't know.
But already I'm not looking forward to the way back up. The bus driver let us know that if we're trying to be back by a certain time, which we are, because we gotta let Woody out so he can go pee. It takes twice as long to go back up as it does on the way down, so lucky.
We're on the Woody clock.
We're on the Woody clock. So I'm tracking this bad boy with my Garmin watch, and we'll be precisely on time. Alright, so we've made it just shy of a mile in. Figured we'd stop just early before the mile mark, because looks like this is the last bit of shade for a decent stretch.
Yep.
So far on the first mile, it's been down the whole time.
Yeah, downhill.
Some rocky terrain, uneven terrain, but not loose rocks, just like some rocks sticking out and stuff like that. And those, pieces of wood just making steps on the way down.
Yeah, it's there's definitely a trail and a path to follow, so you can't get lost. That's
No,
sure.
super easy. And this next stretch, like I said, it's going to be a lot of sun, it looks like, and another stretch of steep downhill.
But there's a viewpoint ahead, so I'm excited.
Looking forward to that. 1 mile in.
We made it!
Ooh-ah point.
First viewpoint.
Bit of a traffic jam at Ooh-ah point. Good to grab a picture and just keep moving. So we're heading on down. Some more loose rocks, unstable terrain. As I mentioned, Ooh-ah point, just about 1 mile from the start point, according to my Garmin watch, which is fairly reliable in my experience. So if you're not the most experienced hiker, perhaps you want to think about just doing the mile down, checking out Ooh-ah point, grabbing some photos, some ussies, as Ted Lasso would call it, and then head back up and see the rest of the park. As for us, we are venturing down into the abyss. So I'm no geologist, but I'm pretty sure we just changed geological levels as we're descending into the canyon here. The dirt has changed into a nice red color. And how's our Woody clock doing?
Great.
Woody's doing just fine.
Woody's only been alone for less than an hour. Oh no, a little over an hour. He's thriving.
Hey, and you know what? If Woody were a human, he would like and subscribe. And so if Woody would do it, you should too. If you're enjoying this video so far, please help us out. We'd love to do this full time. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate it. So we made it about 1.5 miles down.
Yep.
We're at Cedar Ridge. And fortunately for me, there are facilities. No drinking water available, but I do believe there are toilets in there.
Yes.
From the ridge, you can keep going down the path. Or there's a nice viewpoint over here, so we're gonna go check what that's all about. Probably grab a snack. It's been about 1.5 miles by the time we get out there, 1.75 miles. Anticipatory of some wondrous views. And look at that.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, and peanut butter and jelly. Hopefully the peanut butter and jelly is remarkable. It's a great spot for a little water break, snack break, and considering if we're going to keep going down or not. 1.75 miles of the way down. And this is quite the view. After a quick snack, feeling a little better. We're gonna keep going down and around to that point there, and then I think we'll be out of woody time. It'll be time to turn around and head back.
Time to go get the dog.
That was a neat little spot though. Again, 1.75 miles down.
Yep.
Spruce Ridge, I think it was, where the bathroom is. Bear left and just head out. Cedar Ridge. Hey, I said before, I'm not a geologist, also not an arborist. Just a guy.
The guy making a YouTube.
Just making the YouTube. So yeah, head out left, head out into that ridge, recollect, eat your peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then keep going. So up behind me is where we had lunch. That was the view. We've made another 1/4 mile. So far, just more of the same. Nice wood slats marking steps on the way down. And a slow, steady descent into madness. I mean, the canyon. And yeah, I think we're going to push forward just a little bit further. I want to see what's around this curve here as we get down. And then we'll be really in the canyon. You know, so far, we're still kind of on that red rock layer. I'm encouraging Corey to just push a little bit further, I think. Maybe pushing some boundaries here. And yeah, I just want to see what's around that curve and just get into a little bit more of that darker stone color. Just really feel like I'm in the canyon. Gotta earn it. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Yo! As we get lower and lower, the terrain keeps changing. All of a sudden, it's become very green on this level. And this view behind me is just wonderful. That's the path we came in on. Boom. Way up there. That's the toilet I was talking about. That's where we had lunch. And here's more of the green. All right, so after 2.5 miles, about 1 hour and 15 minutes, we are tapping out. We're gonna head back up. If we wanted to keep going, Corey's up there at our turnaround point. You could keep going all the way down over this ridge. Path keeps going, and then there's those switchbacks that will continue down and around. We're done. 2.5 miles. Time to turn back. Save that adventure for another day. You know, I forgot to mention the whole way down we were stepping around mule poop as well. So if you're not so much of a hiker and, I don't know, more of an animal person or whatever, you could ride a mule on that path and check out these views as well. Sturdy creatures, I'm told. as we've done a little over 320 feet of ascent. Some things to remember before taking this hike on. A gallon of water per person, no matter what time of year. Probably more if you're in the summer. Right now it's November, in the sun, it's very warm. Come physically prepared. Experienced hikers only. If you go 2.5 miles in. If you go a mile into Point, you'll be just fine. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm breathing a little hard myself here. It's no joke. But being down in the canyon makes it all worth it, truly. I'm glad we did the driving tour the first day we were here. Just gives you a little chance to see the scale of it all. But being in it, just dramatic. Beautiful. On we go.
Let's do it.
$800 feet in. Feeling it.
I'm hurting. Struggle city.
But it always feels good on these types of hikes when you go down and then back up, because there's these certain points that you can get up on and look down and said, yeah, we did that. We were down there, we had lunch, we went down, we walked down into the greenery, all the way down around that curve, and then we showed you that view of the zigzag over at Skeleton Point. Look at that. We did it. All right, we got a little more ways to go.
Dreaming of pizza.
Do it for the pizza. It's so easy to motivate her. All right, we've done almost 1,000 feet in ascension. About probably less than a quarter mile from Point, which means a little over 1.25 miles back to the start. Now the sun is just beating down on us here on the side of the trail. It's getting a little hot, so as I was mentioning before, it's good to bring a lot of water with you when you do this.
Woo!
There's some birds hanging out up here. I don't know what they're doing, but
they're circling because they know I'm about to die.
all right, we did it. We survived.
Yay!
5 miles out and back, 2.5 hours, and 1,600 feet of ascension. Pretty tough in the sunshine coming back. I'm glad we had enough water. Tons of friendly folks on trail.
Yeah.
And just a really, really nice day out.
All around a good hike.
More thoughts?
It was tough. Not necessarily on your cardio, because if you pace well, you know, it's gradual incline, but for muscle-wise, my legs are tired. A lot of stairs and like steps, so my quads are screaming. But otherwise, doable. Tough, but doable.
We've made it back to our campsite. That was a tough hike, man. Experts only. As far as woody time goes, we're spot on. We nailed it. Our boy is a happy boy. Mommy and daddy are home again. Life is good. Come here, Woods. Good boy. That's it. Prolonged adventure out.